All right, movie lovers, we're at the 89th Academy Awards. We're right here on the red carpet about to talk to all the stars you want to see. And it's a big year for movies. It's a big year for diversity. And everybody's excited about this Academy Awards. It's a little bit cold out here, but you guys get to stay at their home and just be warm and watch all this great footage. So keep it locked right here to HollywoodPost.com.
Straight ahead, right here. Right here, straight ahead. And Taraji. That's great. And Taraji, just to right here.
Taraji, straight ahead, Nolan. Straight ahead.
Keep summoning. There you go.
Taraji, straight ahead.
And to your left, please.
All right, movie lovers, we are right here at the 89th Academy Awards, and I'm here with my good friend and colleague, Miss Tanya Hart. And I mean, it's an exciting season. It's one of the best film seasons in a long time for me. Are you excited?
But I'm extremely excited. I would really like to see an upset tonight. I would like for Hidden Figures to be the upset. I really would. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what I would like.
I think it's a good chance. I'm pulling for Hidden Figures also, and
yeah.
I kind of feel like it's going to be the big upset. So we'll see about that.
I know. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
That would be
wonderful. But in the meantime, there's just a lot of other good stuff.
There's a lot of great stuff to celebrate. It could be a lot of firsts this year.
Yep.
It could be a first Oscar award for Miss Ava DuVernay, who's been really tracking hard. And it's also a first for Netflix if that happens.
That's true. And honestly, I think she's going to win in that category. I mean, there are so many great documentaries. It's a tough one. But I think she's going to win only because she hit the pulse just at the right time with the right information that we just all didn't seem to know.
Right.
So there you have it. Yeah.
It could also be a first for another streaming service, Amazon, which purchased Manchester by the Sea. So it's a chance of a big disruption this year with the Netflix and Amazons getting into the mix and finally bringing home some awards.
That's true.
Very likely. So what about the main actor nominees? I mean, last year was Oscar so white, and this year we have 7 nominees.
That's what I said. It's like unbelievable. That's history making.
Yeah.
I'm actually as excited as I am about that. People say, really? I'm excited that Joy McMillan is nominated for an Oscar, first time ever, for a woman, an African-American woman, for editing.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's big.
That's very huge.
That's big.
You know? So I'm hoping that she'll win. I mean, and that's for Moonlight.
Yeah.
So who knows? But, and you know, the other part of it, La La Land, 14 nominations. Okay, let me just tell you, I love that movie. I love the opening scene. That is one of the most diverse opening scenes of any movie that we've seen ever.
Yeah.
So either way you look at it, it's just a good year.
Yeah. La La Land's not one of my favorites, but I'm a little partial to the musicals. But I mean, I did think Emma Stone did a great job, but I really think Natalie Portman did a far greater accomplishment
with Jackie.
With the role of Jackie.
Yeah, well, she did. And unfortunately, she won't be here tonight. She's way too pregnant. Yeah, they said. And I was wondering, because we just saw her, I don't know, one of those award shows. I thought she was too pregnant to be there. And I was like, ooh, I'll be surprised if she makes it to the Oscars. So, you know, anyway.
Well, maybe she'll take home a golden baby tonight.
I know. She won't be here to accept it. So, maybe that means we can go get it for her. And that'll get us into the Vanity Fair party.
That's what we need to do.
That's what we need to do. Let's run up and pull a Kanye West.
So that's it for now. We're going to be on the carpet talking to all these great stars. Y'all just keep it locked. Stay tuned. We'll be bringing it to you.
We'll bring it to you. Okay.
Not the wife.
Pharrell, Mimi, let's talk some Hidden Figures, man. What's going on, brother?
No, bro.
Can we talk real quick?
Gotta
I'll
run.
give you 2 seconds. I'll give you 2 questions, real quick.
And I'm sorry.
Gotta run. Even though he did do a great interview for Hidden
Okay,
Figures
okay,
back in
okay. Here, me.
Okay, so hey.
Just a movie starring 3 black women doing 140 in the box office.
150.
150. I mean,
150.
As of Friday.
how does it feel to see like that project take off, to get the popular vote, so to speak, here, and just be so important to everybody?
It's surreal. I mean, we became a part of this project because we believed in it and thought it was just such an amazing moment to explore and to bring to the big screen, and all of its success has obviously been icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, and good thing that it's not based on an electoral vote. That's, it's still, it's based on like popularity or whatever. Because it lets you know that like as Americans, we do care about women. We do care about black women. And we are impressed by them. And we actually want to see more of that. So it's good. It's good. It's good that the role of the African American woman on the silver screen can be more than just helping or abuse or, always being upset, always mad about something. It's awesome that we get to see the genius side of African American women.
Absolutely.
And actually the incredible service and honor that they brought to the history of mankind. They wouldn't have made it to space without the mind of the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like it's beautiful. Sisters can do more than cook and argue and divorce. They can actually calculate trajectories to help humans out into space. 1976, the Mars probe, a probe made it on the surface of Mars. Katherine Johnson, sister. Yes, Sister Act.
Hey, Jamal, it's fine. We got another person here. It's Tanya and Jamal.
Hi, Tanya. How you doing?
We got a bunch of us here.
Like that, right? You looking strong too.
All right. We're gonna rock it. Yeah, nice, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone cleans up good, right? That's nice.
So, first, congratulations on being here and all the wins you've had so far.
Thank you.
My kids love Zootopia. I mean, like they talk about it all the time.
Thanks, kid. Thanks, kids. We love your kids.
How does it feel? I mean, I know it was a long journey just making any animated movie, but to go from there, and y'all released Zootopia kind of before all these Kubo and all these other movies were released. How does it feel to get all the way here now and be here at this award?
Man, it's crazy. I mean, it really has been like a year-long journey after about 4 or 5 years making the movie, and now another year having it be released and then to travel around the world and share it with other countries, and now to be so lucky to receive this nomination. It's awesome, man.
It is amazing.
Really great.
What is this Disney luck? I mean, like, yeah, you guys made a movie that deals with xenophobia, that deals with women in the workplace getting equal thing, and that's been like the conversation all year. And y'all couldn't have known this 4 years ago. How?
No, we didn't know.
We're like Nostradamus. It's like 4 years ago I looked into a cup of tea and the leaves said, make a talking animal movie about bias and racism. And I said,
well, that seems weird.
Really?
All right.
Okay.
All right, cup of tea. You're the boss.
And that's how it happens.
That's true.
And so now that it has, and we woke up one day and oops, here we are.
Right.
Yeah.
How shall we all play this out? And what does it, thank God the kids can at least look at something.
Yeah.
That
Right.
How
I think
important
that's
is
a
that?
great thing about storytelling in movies is that you can, and it is true luck that this movie timed, or not luck, however you want to look at it, to this moment in time. But stories can be told that can influence people, kids and adults, and can make you change your behavior. And that's where we realize that we have to always think, as we're telling these stories, what can we talk about that would be something that might start a conversation after the film is done. Let people be entertained and watch it, and hopefully they love it, but more importantly, let them talk afterwards about the thing they got out of the movie itself.
And I think what's good about having a movie like this is that it gives you hope, you know, that if in their world they had a happy ending, they got through it, you know. And I think that when we feel like we don't have hope in our world, that's when people do some crazy things, you know. And I'm really proud to be part of a movie that's kind of taking on the issues of our world right now head on, you know, and giving hope to people so they don't have to feel like that they have to do something they may regret, you know, in the moment.
And with $1 billion in box office sales, I mean, what else can you do with Zootopia? Can you make it into a TV series? I mean, kids want to follow these characters. Is there any other plans to do a second one or to bring it to TV or anything?
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, there was so much we could not fit in the movie. We had many different you know, we have Tundra Town and Sahara Square and the Rainforest District in the movie. We could not fit in things like Outback Island, which was an Australian district with crazy marsupial animals. We had the Nocturnal District. We had so many things that we couldn't actually fit into a 90-minute film. So our hope is that someday in the future we'll be able to expand upon that and we'll explore more stories, because I love the characters. I love seeing Nick and Hops. I want to see where their relationship goes. I want to see what's in the future for these guys. I want to see what the city develops into. And because I think it's a contemporary world that can reflect what we're all experiencing, it's a great way for us as filmmakers to talk about what's going on day to day.
Good
luck tonight.
The cup of tea tells us.
I know.
You know?
He still
I only do what that cup of tea says.
He hasn't drunk it
know?
yet. It's still there.
Yeah,
it's on his
just keep
desk.
it there. It is
it's getting
moldy.
a little moldy.
It's like,
yeah, it's not good. So.
A little gross.
Movie lovers, I got top cinematographer in the country, Oscar nominee for Arrival, shooting Star Wars right now in London, doing it big, Mr. Bradford Young. How it feel to be right here, man?
It feels good to be next to you, for sure. It's surreal, man. Surreal.
And to be with your comrades like Ava and everything else, and all of you guys to be here celebrating. What's that feeling like?
Well, you always, always looking for more opportunities to stand next to your comrades and have fun. I mean, literally, we celebrating all the hard work we did, The awards or whatever, but if you can get together and remember and sort of remind yourself of all the hard work you put in, that's why we do this, right?
Does it keep stepping up, though? I mean, when you went from Selma and you got Arrival and one of them slipping my head, but like to now be at Star Wars, is the jobs, the task, is it stepping up, or is it all the same? That's just new projects. Is it getting tougher at all?
Yeah, learning is painful, right? So there's always the growing pains, but again, just trying to have fun and make sure the films we're making at least try to say something, and that's ultimately why we do this. So it's less about the vertical move and more about the horizontal move,
Yeah, quick question. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You and Joy McMillan.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this has got to be a first.
Yeah, it is a first. It's a first.
In cinematography.
Yes, ma'am.
And in editing.
Right.
And everybody's talking about all the actors. I'm like talking about you all.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Because that's really important.
Right,
I mean, really.
Right. Yeah.
So what do you say to all the young people out there that really only think about, in front of the camera? I mean, this is like, you guys are really making history here.
Just keep telling your story, and tell your grandmother's story, tell your ancestors' story, tell your community story, because those are the important stories,
Exactly.
Yeah, those are the things.
Movie lovers, I have Oscar nominees for short for My Homeland, first, congratulations for being here on the carpet, and I'm sorry for what's going on in your homeland, all the strife. How do you feel being here today, being able to celebrate this film, this story, you know, when everything else is still going on in the world? How does it feel like that dichotomy to be here and celebrate when the world can't celebrate with you sometimes?
Well, I think that it couldn't be more important right now to have Hala with us. We're telling a story about a Syrian female Muslim family in order to let the people understand that it's not that the bearded man they see on TV who are chopping off heads are just one little part of the story, and this should not hitchhike. This radical story and message should not hitchhike an entire population and religion. And I think we are right now realizing that this world is getting more and more divided. This world, this country is getting divided. In our category, we have 3 films dealing about the story in Syria. In the feature documentary category, 3 films about social divide in this, racial divide in this country. So I think documentaries were never more important. In order, if the situation, the topic is so complicated, try to humanize it. Try to break it down to an emotional story, as we were able to tell this story through the eyes of this family. So I couldn't be more grateful and humbled that we made it to this carpet.
I know the director of The Salesman, Iranian, decided to skip the awards and protest because of the travel ban. Was that ever like something that you guys considered, making any protest statement because of what's going on with the travel restrictions here?
No, I don't think so, because this is an amazing platform right now to get a message out. And especially because we do see, despite all the concerns we are having, realizing that this world is changing, there's a huge movement. A movement who is resisting, a movement who is speaking out. California is doing this, Hollywood is doing this on every single occasion possible. So I think being here, and perhaps just by being here with her, with Hala, who is basically perfectly able to say it herself right now, to give a message and to have a political message.
Hala, what would you like the people that have made their own opinions about Syrians and people that they don't know, what would you like those people to know about you and your people?
I think this film, you can read this message between the
lines
moving in this film. I have a special message, and I hope everyone to understand what we want to say. That there's a lot of family and children as me, or they have more dangerous than my family in the same case, and they need to help. Maybe these children, my children now in safe, but I hope everyone, when I look for my children and see now they are better as they go to school, I have some sad about the other. How about who haven't chance to leave Syria or any country as in Syria also. I don't speak about Syria. There's a lot of countries have the same thing. So we must be as only one family in this world. We must help. We must have power to say to this politic, you must change. We are family. We don't take care for what you believe. We must be as only one hand to help ourselves, and to all our children need to be in normal, in safe life. This is my message.
Well, we're one family, me and you. Thank you for the...
Both you guys. Both of you right here. That's great. Leslie, Jen, to the right. And straight ahead. Leslie, right here. Leslie, to the right. Leslie, this side, please. Leslie, to the right. Leslie. Leslie, we need the front. Good, over the shoulder. Judd. Andrew, just this side. To your right, Andrew. À droite. Andrew. Andrew, other side again. Andrew, just right to your left. Andrew, to your left, please. Andrew. Just back and look at Andrew's smile. Have some fun with it, guys. Straight ahead, you guys. Right here. Great.
True. We've been watching this.
Hi, come on down, guys. How are you? Good. I know. Good
Terrell,
to see
nice to meet you.
Terrell, good to see you.
Thank you.
And I think we spoke at one of these award shows.
I think it was SAG Awards.
Was it?
It was SAG Awards. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, totally.
And here you are at the Oscars.
We're at the Oscars.
Here we are at the Oscars. Just a few weeks later, you know.
Something
did well at the Spirit Awards yesterday too.
Pretty well.
Pretty well, yo. Pretty well.
So what does all of this feel like to you guys right now?
It's all a lot to process, but very blessed. We're so excited to be on this journey and to be able to be here with our fam, you know, and to create great work and great art, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying, me and Ashton were like college students a semester ago.
Just a semester
and now we're
That's
over here in
crazy.
these little suits at the Oscars. Like, it's unreal. It's unbelievable. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, girl.
I appreciate it. It's amazing that we get to tell a story like this, and that a story like this can finally be heard and, you know, be praised so much to the point where we're at the Oscars. It's incredible.
And at this particular time in our history.
Yes.
Why is this so important?
We need the hope, you know. We need to not believe that this country is going down. You know, there's too much of that. There's too much. We're in the bad position. We're not doing good. We need that hope, and we need that beacon of light that makes us believe that we're gonna change and that we're gonna go towards the right direction.
This is going to be a great time these next 4 years. I think it's going to be a great art renaissance. I think it's going to be a lot of people are going to be able to express themselves through art in a way that hasn't been done before. I would say since like the 60s, especially in film. And Moonlight is definitely the beginning of that, along with a bunch of these nominated films that we're here with. So
and, I mean, if you look around, everyone is getting together. We are getting together as artists, as people, and that's what we should focus on. The fact that we're joining right now, you know, it's incredible.
It's
Alex Hibbert and Jaden Piner.
It's the little ones. It's the little ones. Okay. So they said they were going to bring it, but I think you all are the ones really who's going to bring it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me your names again so we make sure.
I am Jaden Piner, and I am Kevin. And I am Alex Hibbert, Little.
Okay. And you're here at the Oscars. How excited is this?
We're just so excited just to like step on this red carpet. So amazing. All these stars
Just
stepping
to
on
sit
here.
down in where the Oscars is going to be held, it's amazing. Because when we first started filming, we wasn't really prepared for this, but now we're here.
Good, how are you?
Good, Tanya Hart.
Trevante.
I know Trevante. It's so funny. These guys are so cute.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
They're having way too much fun.
No, there's no such thing as way too much
No,
fun.
I know. But they just told me they're going to replace Denzel in 3 years. So.
In 3 years? Yeah. Yes.
Like I said, they're having a lot
Well, maybe there is too much fun. No, maybe there is such thing.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You got to dream
Hey,
big.
you got to dream.
And dream big.
Without dreams, you know.
I know. So you guys have just been killing them everywhere at all the award shows. And in this one, I think you're going to probably do pretty well too. But you brought, how can I say this? What you brought to this film as an actor was in many ways kind of a subtle presence that was so powerful.
Thank you.
I mean, it was
moonlight,
like,
sunlight, all the same things.
you know, it wasn't bombastic, but it was powerful.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
Where'd
man.
that come from?
Faith and Barry Jenkins and trust. You know, I mean, honestly, in the script, you just saw, especially in the first chapter, that this person was someone who didn't speak much, but he said so much without needing to. The presence, which is, I mean, I think why we got casted. But yeah, man, in my opinion, that's the best acting. You know, you watch someone like Isabelle Huppert, she can just like put so much out there without having to do anything. And that's the most brilliant acting to me. So that's the goal, you know. So I'm thank you for acknowledging. Thank you.
What's your next project?
I just finished a film called Horse Soldiers with Jerry Bruckheimer, Chris Hemsworth, Michael Shannon, a couple of other guys, and right now I'm working on The Predator.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some stuff coming out.
You know, God willing, we'll have some stuff coming out. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think everybody's gonna do well after this.
I pray so. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, just to your left, please. And then, sir, look left, right. Jennifer! Jennifer! And guys, Emma, over your shoulder! Emma, over your shoulder! And then Viola, to your left, please. Viola! Over your shoulder! Charlie, to your right, to your right. Charlie, Charlie. Taylor, together, guys, up top. Hey, kids. Guys, straight in, please. And then guys, to your right. There we go. And then guys. And guys, right to your right, little glance right, please. To your right, please. Oscar fun. Woo! Emma, to your right! Emma! Emma, to the right! Emma, Emma! And Faye! Looking straight ahead. And Emma, eyes to your left, please. Emma, straight ahead! Emma, to your right! Emma, straight! Emma, straight to your right! Emma, and Ava, straight ahead, though. Straight ahead, right here. Ava, and Ava, to your right. Ava, straight ahead. Ava, to your right. And Ava, straight ahead, straight ahead. Ava, one more to your right. And Ava, down the center, please. She sees somebody like this or that one. Sisterhood. All right, both of you, straight ahead. Ava, one more time. Straight ahead right now.
You ready? Oh my gosh.
How you doing? With your and my mommy.
Bring her in. She's part of this story right here. Movie lovers. I got somebody. You make me smile. I see all the covers of magazines. I see your work.
Is this new?
Yeah, it's new.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But you just been so hard working in this industry. I mean, since you've been rapping to doing, you know, how does it feel to be on that journey, to be here tonight, about to get this award for 13th? That's what I'm saying. I'm claiming
I don't know. But I love being here because it amplifies the film. This is the biggest spotlight in the industry on the film. I care about the film, and I want more people to see it and be talking about these issues. So I'm blessed to be here.
I feel like Bradford Young, who you worked with before, see him grow and him be here also, see your colleagues. And
it's odd, you know, people that you sit around the coffee shop talking about dreams with, and you all end up in the same place because of hard work, you know, and a lot of good intentions, good energy. So anyway, it's all the luck of the draw. There's so many black artists that could be here. Everyone's working hard. Everyone's trying to make it happen. But it's so nice to be here with Bradford. That's my boy. That's my brother. So it's a special night.
You had to take off from New Zealand and shooting to do this. How's the shooting been going? And
thing is spectacular. You know what I mean? It's more than I ever thought. More toys, more money to play with. Any idea that I have, I could actually have like some money to do it. So I'm really enjoying the process.
Well, that's one thing. We are so proud of you for a variety of reasons. Yes. But, you know, not only for this film, which I actually think you're going to win for tonight, by the way, and that's my unbiased opinion.
Okay.
But because of what you're doing with the Disney film, the first African-American, probably the first woman, $100 million film.
Yeah.
Obviously a lot of toys, but what kind of pressure does that put on you?
I don't feel pressure. Not yet. I probably will as we get closer to opening day. Right now I'm just staying focused on doing the best work I can every day. I really just have to take it day by day or else I'll go crazy with the pressure, you know?
Yeah.
So I just push that aside, focus on the work, and see if that'll get me through to the end.
It absolutely will. Back to 13, though, and we can talk more about this later, because I really haven't been able to do the junkets or anything. But the whole idea of 13 and the information that you have put out there in this film for people who did not know.
Yes.
That we have this institution that has kept our men away from
Yes,
us.
yes.
What do we do now? Now that this information, you've given it to everybody, what do we do with this now? How do we process this and take care of ourselves?
Well, you know, this is information that's been out there. A lot of people in the African American community are very familiar with it. I just tried to put it in one place so that we could share it more easily. You know, there are a lot of people who've been doing a lot of work in the community for a lot of years. So the film is not a magic wand. It's just something to allow us to educate more people to what we go through and to hopefully work together to find some solutions.
Thank you, Tanya Hart. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
American Urban Radio Networks and Online and Black Tree Media. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
This year, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time out here. This year, the documentary categories are amazing. Yep. So you got a lot of competition, I don't need to tell you. But what is it about this story that has just been so compelling? And I saw your work, so, I mean, it's amazing. But what is it about this story?
Well, I mean, I don't know, it's this story. It's a story of us. It's a story about our country. It's a story about this city. It's about race. It's about class. It's about gender. It's about celebrity. It's about everything that sort of touches everyone in this country on a daily basis. So in that way, that's why it is still engaging to people 20 years after the murder and the trial. But this is a story that started before then, as we try to, you know, convey in the film, and kept going afterwards. And so for me, there's a reason why people are responding to it, because it's about the here and now as much as it's about the past.
Carolyn, the fact that he might actually be paroled this summer, I mean, I'm sure you guys have been thinking about that. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't really know. I mean, I don't know much more than you do that he's up for parole. I mean, you know, this is a film we spent 2 years on and have spent the last few months, you know, trying to get it out into the world. And so I don't know. I think we're sort of ready. You know, I think we stopped thinking about all the exact details of jail time and things like that. But you know, obviously, it's a different world that he's coming back out into if that happens in terms of just the media landscape.
We were documenting OJ's past. We're not as worried about his future.
Well, I mean, you really can't. Exactly. And what you said, this is a broader story. Looking at this story today and looking at where we are in America today with this new administration, where do those two things collide?
I mean, look, I think that you can find a lot of things in this story that speaks to where we find ourselves today. You know, whether it's about a story and that we just told about a guy who has narcissistic tendencies, sociopathic tendencies, maybe in some ways and the way that we treated him and gave him a pass for all these years, and still, even after the fact that he was on trial for murder and was found responsible in a civil trial, we still want to hug him. We still want to spend time with him. We still want his autograph by dint of his fame. And I think when we think of the rise of Trump, you know, and how did he come to be and how did we get in this position, I think there are similar points to sort of look at. And so in that way, you know, we have to look at ourselves to sort of see how these characters get created. And I think that, look, the story is relevant because it's about today as it is about the 50 years before and the story we're telling. So how it directly connects.
The title of the film is Made in America. So I think it's also about our role and how complicit we are all in sort of creating these characters.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, my glasses are all.
That's okay. I'm freezing. You got glasses. That's your problem. I'm freezing, but that's okay. Now you can at least see me. I'm Tanya Hart.
Barry Jenkins,
How are
nice to
you?
meet
I
you.
know.
I'm good. I'm
I
good.
know. I feel like I'm the only person that hasn't met you this award season. You've met everybody else.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Know them all back there.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You won yesterday, I believe.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
win yesterday?
Yeah, we
I
won a
talked to
couple.
Everybody on your crew just about that's been by.
Yeah.
And so tonight, wow, what a night.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's as I say, it's an honor to be nominated. But I think in this film, in particular, you know, our movie is about marginalized characters from marginalized communities who aren't often centered in a narrative. So I think the Academy's endorsement and these nominations is that these lives matter. And I think in that sense, it's just a beautiful, wonderful thing to be here.
You know, I've heard you mention the fact that you were so glad you made this movie when you did, because obviously the climate that we are currently living in, which, trust me, we ain't going to be living in this climate for too much longer.
There you go.
But-
Cosign.
Yeah, you know, whatever. But anyway, it's a different kind of a climate.
Yeah.
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
For all of the films that are, and there's so many great films,
Mhm.
but the timing seemed to be right for all of them. Speak to that, please.
I think one, it takes a long time to make a movie. You know, you start that engine and you just never know when it's going to get up and running. I think this film just happened to get up and running at this point. You know, Damien tried to make La La Land for years and years, even before he tried to make Whiplash. So we all just arrived at this moment. What I will say is, this movie was made in a much safer space, I'll say. It was a different presidency, different cultural, social climate, and yet we've arrived at this moment now when I think the movie is very needed, and where the movie, I think, is a symbol of an affirmation of these very different Americas all being valid. So I'm glad the movie has arrived at this moment. I think it's appropriate and fitting.
Well, we're wishing you a lot of luck.
Thank
a lot
you.
of great competition, but it almost doesn't matter. Everybody's a winner here tonight.
It's not a competition. We did that.
That's
it's
what I'm
already
saying.
been done.
It's already.
Terrence, together, guys. Scarlett, together, guys. Scarlett, together, guys. Scarlett, to the right. That's you, right, you, right. Scarlett, straight ahead. Scarlett, to your right. Scarlett, on your left side, Scarlett. Keep coming, Scarlett. Scarlett, that's your right, Scarlett. You look great. Scarlett, together, guys. Hey, guys, to your left. Hey, together, to your right. Hey, kids. Hey, kids. Back to your left, please. Scarlett. Scarlett, to your right, please. To your right, Scarlett. Hey, Scarlett, Scarlett, to your left. Scarlett, can we do a single? There we go. And Scarlett, to your right. And Scarlett, straight on that. Beautiful. Scarlett, just off to your left. Scarlett, one more to your right, one more to your right. Just over your shoulder. Over your shoulder. Straight ahead right here.
We're noticing now that the sun starts to go down, but yeah, they're all tense now.
Scarlett. And Damien. And
Yeah, well,
and
you see
Scarlett,
the
yes, to the front. The front to the second row up to the stage. Scarlett, one more to your left. And then Scarlett. Scarlett, over your shoulder. Over your shoulder. Scarlett, over your shoulder to the back of the dress. Beautiful. Scarlett, back around your shoulder. Beautiful, Scarlett. Selma, right? Nice big shot. Selma. One more. Selma, right to your left. Selma. Selma, just to your left. Selma. Just. Selma. Oh, Selma. Selma, to your right. Selma. To your right. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Hallie, to your left. Right in front of you. Miss Berry, to your right. Hallie. Hallie, straight ahead, darling, straight ahead. Over your shoulder, Selma. Hallie, to your left. Over your shoulder for me. Hallie. Salma, Salma, Salma. Nicole Keith right here, guys. Nicole Keith. Nicole right here, Nicole. Nicole for me, Nicole. Nicole, he's single. On your left side, Nicole, left side.
Right there. Both pose, you guys. Pose down. And both of you looking right. Come on, kids.
And Nicole Keith, just to your left, please. Nicole Keith. Nicole Keith. Nicole, gorgeous, gorgeous. Stay there. Nicole, gorgeous, gorgeous. Turn around, madam. Nicole. We are here. Nicole. Viola, to your left. Charlie, kick some leg. There we go. And Charlie. Oh yeah. And Charlie.
Don't hit my camera.
Charlie, to your left. Over your shoulder, Charlie. Look up. All the way to your left. Charlie, to the second one. Oh yeah, gorgeous.
Having fun now.
Look straight ahead.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, Javier.
Soundbite. Can we get? Come on, Sam. We're gonna talk to your wife. I don't care. I don't care. Do it all together, guys. First of all,
we're live streaming.
Hey,
right
world.
now. Hey, world. Wow. By the way, this is the color of the night.
Oh, thank you.
Don't you think? This is great. Are you?
Rose is the color of the night. Pink is the color of the night. Women's solidarity is the color of the night.
I like that idea. Tell it like it is. And you are wearing the rose. That is fabulous.
Well, I'd like for Hidden Figures to win.
I gotta ask you though, all of the films that we have seen tonight, you know, all of this, it's just been fabulous.
Good.
All of, you know, and I know that so many of your friends are involved in so many of them.
Fences, Viola, Denzel. That's our number one on our list. And I Am Not Your Negro, the James Baldwin documentary.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
She said it all.
She said it all, but that's why you don't need TV. And you do look good. Okay.
Hi, Keith. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, you are amazing.
Yeah. Charlie, over your shoulder. Priyanka, right here. This way. just straight in. Priyanka, just to your right. Priyanka, can I have a smile? Priyanka, straight ahead. Priyanka, to your left, darling. To your left, please. To your left. Priyanka. And Priyanka right here. Oh yeah. And Priyanka, right, please. And sort of head back to your leg, mademoiselle.
Go like straight ahead.
And one more sort of head, mademoiselle. What's a liver man? A knife. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Priyanka, look at that. Yeah. Priyanka, this way. Wow, I really busted this shit up tonight. What happened?
Look straight ahead.
Broke. Jeff, we love you.
Jeff, together guys this way.
Mr. Bridges, sir. Jeff. Jamie. Your other left. Yeah. I ripped it off. Yeah. Hey, step like those now. She's my girl right here.
Bree, hold on. Bree to your right.
Bree back to your right. Bree on the shoulder.
Bree to your right. Bree to the right. Bree to the right.
Walk.
Straight ahead, please.
Oh yeah.
And Bree starting straight ahead, darling.
Okay, Bree, this side right here. And guys, to your left.
Jason, together, guys.
And then guys, little glance this way. And to your left, please. Guys. Straight ahead, please.
All four, yep.
And Naomi. Just to your left.
Naomi to the right.
Naomi right here, straight ahead.
Naomi to your right, you know. Naomi.
Looking straight ahead, please.
Let it happen.
Let go.
And Naomi to your right. Naomi to your right. Naomi. To your left, Naomi. Right and to your right, sir. Ryan on your left side. That's straight ahead, Ryan. Ryan on your left side. Almost.
And Ryan,
Looking straight ahead.
Ryan! There we go. And Ryan, just right to our left, please. Ryan, to your left, please. Hey, Ryan, what's up? No, give her a kiss. Ma'am, to your right, ma'am, to your right. No, right here.
no, Mr. Gibson to your right.
No, it's me. No, look in the bounty. You're great. No, look in the bounty.
Looking straight ahead, please.
Gold helmet, gold helmet.
D, to your left. D, this way. Mr. Washington. D, to your left. On your left side. We're straight ahead.
People standing behind you.
Hey, Washington. D. Thank you, guys. Good luck with it. Thanks, fantastic.
Thank you.
Step on that.
That's the only thing.
Straight ahead, please. There we go. And so tap walk. Right here in the front row. To your right. Denzel. Hey, Washington.
Here
comes Denzel.
And Pauletta.
Let me lean in here.
Okay, Pauletta. You look. Hi, darling.
I'm friends with JD.
DW. Denzel.
Really quickly. I got to tell you.
Real quick.
The guys from Moonlight said that they're going to be you in 3 years. A little quick.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to be me in 3 years.
We're live streaming. Can you say hi to the world?
Hi. Hi, David. How are you? Good. Oh,
thank you.
We got
Is
all
this you?
kinds. Yeah, right here.
I love it.
Good. Okay. Congratulations on everything. United
you.
Kingdom coming out. I mean,
Thank
everything.
you. Thank you.
How excited are you about being here tonight?
Very, very excited. I have a little knot in my stomach over Ava and 13th. I'm really, really hoping that she walks away with that. But I'm presenting tonight, so less pressure.
I know, a lot less than Selma when you were here. Was that last year? I can't.
Yeah, 2 years ago now.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
And you know, this has been such an important year for all of us. What would you speak to the amount of films that include people of color?
It's encouraging. It's encouraging, not least because it's not just in front of the camera, but behind the camera as well. But, you know, I think we need to just stay vigilant. You know, there aren't enough representatives of the Hispanic community, the Asian community. We need to see more directors who are female being represented in the nominations. So, you know, I think there's work to be done, but we're flowing in the right direction for now.
Hey, little sister. Okay, got it, Sheila. Left, please, left. Thank you, Jim. Parsons, Mr. Parsons. Mr. Parsons. Whoa. Jim. Together, guys. Thank you, guys. Go to your left. Great, to your right, to your right. Great, to your right. And Mr. Great. Great, just to your left. It's great, together. Great, to your right, to your right. Great, Mr. Jones, just to your right.
got it.
Naomi.
Naomi. Oh my gosh. Okay, you look amazing. You look amazing. I know. Keep it rolling.
You're bigger than the publicist.
All right, movie fans, that is it for the red carpet. We're about to go into the show. It was an amazing carpet. I mean, we didn't have the best position, but to get Denzel, Sam Jackson, Pharrell, Ava DuVernay, a lot of people right here, Barry Jenkins, a lot of nominees right here on this carpet. So y'all stay tuned, keep it locked, and we'll keep it coming.
La La Land.
No, there's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Moonlight won. Come on, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
This is not a joke. Moonlight has won Best Picture. Moonlight, Best Picture.
There was a time when I thought this movie was impossible because I couldn't bring it to fruition. I couldn't bring myself to tell another story. And so everybody behind me on the stage said, no, that is not acceptable. So I just want to thank everybody up here behind me, everybody out there in that room, because we didn't do this. You guys chose us. Thank you for the choice. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so, sorry guys. We're going to start with 156 and then go to 237.
Let me guess, what do you guys want to talk about?
Just give me a second to get the mic.
Thank you so much. First of all, back here?
To your right.
Yes.
Hi there, Margaret Carrero with KNX Radio here in Los Angeles. First of all, congratulations. Such a phenomenal film.
Thank you.
Just have to get reaction to what went through your head when La La Land was announced the winner, and then just a couple minutes later, it came for you guys, for Moonlight.
I think all the movies that were nominated were worthy, so I accepted the results. I applauded like everyone else. I noticed the commotion that was happening, and I thought something strange had occurred. And then I'm sure everybody saw my face, but I was speechless when the result was altered, because I've watched the Academy Awards. I've never seen that happen before. And so it made a very special feeling, even more special, but not in the way I expected. Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to 237 and then down to 269.
Big congratulations to you guys. I must say this film feels a bit life-changing because it's such an experience of filmmaking. For us as audience members, for you guys being so involved in the project, what will you remember the most about this life-changing experience for you?
The last 20 minutes of my life have been insane. I don't think my life could be changed any more dramatically than what happened in the last 20 or 30 minutes. But I also think, too, working on this film with everyone here, all the cast that is somewhere drinking champagne, I'm sure, it's just been otherworldly, I will say. And I never expected so many people to see the film, but even a step further, so many people to see themselves in the film. I was in Germany, and this guy stood up and said, you know, I'm from rural Germany. You know, in 20 minutes into this film, I didn't see Alex Hibbert, I saw myself. And that was how I felt in working on it. I had one idea of what I was doing, and then I realized that everyone else was bringing this other thing that was much more beautiful than my idea could ever be. So, yeah, beyond life-changing. Oh.
269, and then we're going to 14.
Right over here. Congratulations again. Given the impact that Moonlight has had, do you think that this will help break down barriers for more stories about LGBT people of color?
The hope that we have today about telling stories is that those people, the ones who we are leaning on to make those stories, were watching and found a platform that they saw they could stand on. I remember sitting back somewhere watching Dustin Lance Black, Except for Milk, and thinking, maybe one day me, and here I am. So if that's any indication, I hope we are moving in that vein. I hope the storytellers up here and their proud journey here can imprint on someone out there watching, that they too can stand here too, and also tell their story as daringly, as intimately as possible.
I might just add, sorry, because we didn't get a chance to thank our courageous distributor, A24. This project didn't really have a lot of comps. It was kind of outside of like the modeling of what a movie should be in terms of return on investment in that. And I think that this outcome for Moonlight, independently of tonight, but just the effect it's had domestically around the world, hopefully creates some incentives to make stories like this in all different forms. So that was not far from our minds as well.
We're going to 14 and then 59.
Hi, Andrea Mandel from USA Today. This question is for Barry Jenkins. What explanation were you given for the mix-up tonight?
No explanation. Things just happen, you know? I will say I saw 2 cards, and so things just happen, you know? I did, but because I wanted to see the card, and Warren refused to show the card to anybody before he showed it to me, and so he did. He came upstairs and he walked over to me, and he showed the card. Everybody was asking, "Can I see the card?" He's like, "No, Barry Jenkins has to see the card. I need him to know," and he showed it to me, and I felt better about what had happened. I will say to all you people, please write this down. The folks from La La Land were so gracious. I can't imagine being in their position and having to do that. We spent a lot of time together over the last 6 months, and I can't imagine being in their position and having to do that. So it's why. I wasn't speechless because we won. I was speechless because it was so gracious of them to do that. Yeah.
We're going to 59 and then down to 258.
The card said Best Picture, Moonlight, Dee Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Adela Romansky, but there were 2 cards.
Okay, guys, let's
we're,
do this.
We're moving on. We're moving on. No.
59, and then we'll come down to 258. Please don't ask. I know we have a lot of questions, but we still have a lot of people waiting, and please let me just call the numbers. So 59, 258.
Hi, guys. Back here. Congratulations, by the way. And did you all have speeches prepared for Best Picture? And if so, what were you going to say?
Yeah, we might have had a couple ideas, but I think the way that what went down, we kind of had to roll with it, and I feel good about. I feel good about what was said, though I have to admit it was a bit of a fugue state, and I don't know that I remember it. Yeah. We didn't thank people that we probably should have thanked.
Yeah. I absolutely wanted to thank A24 1,000 times because when I first set out to make this film with Adela, there was a budget that we had, and you guys know what the budget is now. It was 1.5. The budget we were offered before that was much, much smaller. And without us asking, they increased that budget because they believed in the project. And they never told us to alter anything in that process. So my whole acceptance speech was going to be in thanks to them, because it's amazing to be Barry Jenkins right now, but it was not a year and a half ago for a guy who made a movie for $13,000 that hadn't made a movie in 7 years at that point. So I was going to give as much love to them as I possibly could with my time on the mic. And it's unfortunate that things happened the way they did, but hot damn, we won Best Picture.
So we're going to hold on one second, 258, and then we need to wrap it up with number 5 in the back.
Hi, anyone can answer this, but I know, Barry, for you, this has been a long time coming, and it's been a long journey for you. And I think, ironically, the story or the themes told in La La Land could apply to you as well. And I wanted to know, like, what are your feelings toward Los Angeles and this city and the people in it?
I love LA. How could I not right now? You know, I'll speak about La La Land. You know, when I saw Justin at Telluride, I told him that I hadn't been home in about 2 months, and I can see my apartment in the background of the opening shot of that film. And I was nostalgic for LA, which is a crazy feeling for a guy from Miami who's always had a hard time in LA. But you're right, this is the fulfillment of a lot of things. And I also would have thanked Darnell Martin, who gave me my first job in this city. You know, she took Chiron and said, hey, come be my assistant and learn everything I have to teach you. So a lot of things have come full circle right now. This circle is much bigger than I ever could have imagined for myself or for this film. But it feels good, man. You know, and I guess anything's possible because most of the voters who voted us Best Picture, they reside here in Los Angeles, and yet they voted a film about a marginalized character from a marginalized community, told in a very unorthodox way into Best Picture. So, God bless LA.
And we're going to wrap it up to number 5 in the back.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I know you are. Congratulations, Denai Morari, BET. It's a two-parter. First off, why do you think that this story resonated so deeply with audiences? And secondly, how do you think that winning this Oscar is going to change your life or your career?
I mean, my career, that part's pretty clear. You know, I write an email, somebody's going to reply at this point. Or I make a phone call, somebody's going to call back. So that part is cool. But why this film? You know, I can't say. I kind of took it off the table when we came to making this. I mean, Terrell put so much truth in what he wrote in the piece in Moonlight Black Boys Look Blue. I tried to take that truth and manifest it on screen. And the only thing I could speak to was that whatever authenticity, whatever fire this guy had in his belly, people saw it, and they reflected the same fire in their belly.
Barry does this often where he deflects the fact that, you know, sure, I may have brought my truth to the table in the original script. However, what Barry continued to do when he rewrote the script and when he started shooting, when he started casting, when he was working with those actors, was continue to see himself in those moments, those intimate moments. And everybody can relate to that because we all know that moment that we felt awkward. Because Barry found the moment he was awkward and he put it on screen. And so for me, that's the lightning rod that keeps bringing people back. We're putting our true feelings, our true selves there. And this man did it, you know, in 25 days with a cast and crew who was in and out in Miami in the dreaded heat. But we did that with love and compassion and fullness. And I think that's what keeps bringing people back to the cinema.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Whew. You guys see that?
So, Emma, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Katrin from Germany. I just wonder, how will you celebrate tonight, and who will you call first after this show?
My mom, for sure. And I'm going to go out with a bunch of my friends and dance and drink champagne. That's pretty much the only plan.
We'll go to 220 and then back to 133.
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
David Onda from Comcast Xfinity. What does it mean to you as one of the ones who dreamed to have won this award for playing this role that mimics what so many people in this city go through to get to the point of where you're standing right now?
Well, I guess surreal is probably the only way to describe it. It was, I mean, to play this woman, I knew this. I've lived here for 13 years. I moved when I was 15 to start auditioning, and I knew what it felt like to go on audition after audition. So, I mean, anything like this is pretty inconceivable in a realistic context. So right now it still feels, I had a really creepy little moment backstage, not to change the subject, but I just was like looking down at it like it was my newborn child. And I was like, this is a statue of a naked man. It's very creepy. Staring at it. So hopefully I'll look at a newborn child differently. But I mean, it's just, yeah, it's incredibly surreal. I don't have the benefit of hindsight yet. Sorry if that's a terrible answer. Turned it into a naked man story.
Going to 133 and then down to 266.
In the back, Mema, how you doing? How you doing? You know, it's a dream, you know, to get an Oscar. Did you ever dream like that? And was it a dream when they announced, you know, as the best picture, La La Land, and it didn't win?
Okay, so yes, of course, I'm an actor. I've always dreamt of this kind of thing, but again, not in a realistic context. And for that, I fucking love Moonlight. God, I love Moonlight so much. I was so excited for Moonlight. And of course, you know, it was an amazing thing to hear La La Land. I think we all would have loved to win Best Picture, but we are so excited for Moonlight. I think it's one of the best films of all time. So I was pretty beside myself. I also was holding my Best Actress in a Leading Role card that entire time. So whatever story, I don't mean to start stuff, but whatever story that was, I had that card. So I'm not sure what happened, and I really wanted to talk to you guys first. Yeah. Congratulations, Moonlight.
We're coming to
Hell yeah.
266,
Emma,
and then we'll go back to 74.
Hi, Emma. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For Elle.com, could you just speak a little bit to what the atmosphere was like after that happened? I think atmosphere in here was crazy.
I think everyone's in a state of confusion still. Excitement, but confusion. So there's no real, I don't really have a gauge of the atmosphere quite yet. I need to, check in. But I think everyone is just so excited for Moonlight. It's such an incredible film.
Sorry. We're going to 74 and then 149.
Thank you. Congratulations on the award. A question from
Thank you.
Bulgaria. Oh. How much does an Oscar cost in terms of sacrifice and discipline?
Oh my God. Is that measurable? I don't know. I guess it depends on the Oscar. In my life, I have been beyond lucky with the people around me, with the friends and family that I have, and the people that have lifted me up throughout my life. So in terms of sacrifice, those people are all sitting back in a room right now, and I get to go celebrate with them, and it's felt like the most joyous thing. So, I mean, being a creative person does not feel like a sacrifice to me. It's the great joy of my life. And so, I mean, I don't know if that's a, good answer to that question, but I've been very lucky in terms of that.
We're going here to 149 and then to 66.
Hi, I'm Steve Futterman from CBS News. Congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
I'm just wondering, as a performer, as someone who's been in Hollywood, you've experienced many things before. Are you able to give us sort of a word picture of what it was like? I timed it, by the way, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. La La Land was Best Picture of the Year. What was it like on stage when you first thought you won, you didn't win? I know you're taking it in good stride and everything.
Again, I don't know if this is a measurable question. Is that the craziest Oscar moment of all time? Cool. Guys, we made history tonight. Craziest moment. And again, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I think I was still on such a buzzy train backstage that I was, on another planet already. So this has all just felt like another planet. But again, God, I love Moonlight. I'm so excited. So it's, I think it's an incredible outcome, but a very strange happening for Oscar history. Thank you.
We're going back to 66, and then we do have to end with 277.
Over here. Hello, my name is Tammy. I'm from Hong Kong's Apple Daily. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
My question is, do you feel like owing Emma Watson a drink or dinner to thank her for turning down the role?
Oh my God. You know what? She's doing great. She's the coolest. She's Belle. I mean, I think it's all, right? It's all good.
Thank you.
I think she's amazing.
And we'll wrap it up down front to your left. 277.
Congratulations, Emma. Francisco Varela from Telemundo.
I think there are beads of sweat dripping down my face.
No, you look beautiful, amazing.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Being on the top of the world right now, what does it humble you?
Well, we had a nice little jarring moment that's just, it feels like real life. But everything kind of feels like real life. Like, this is an incredible, incredible honor and, in many ways, game-changing for me personally, but it's also just still me. And, again, back to the people that I love, like, nothing changes when I go home. Nothing's going to change at all. So, I don't know that there's a humbling moment. It's just already, feels ridiculous in the best way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Viola. I'm over here.
Okay,
Hi, you look beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You talked about how much your parents have supported you, and I'm just curious if there's anything that they said to you when you were growing up that you kept with you and that you pass on to others.
That they loved me. And my mom always said, I knew the difference between an accountant and an actor. But she was always okay with it. You know, someone told me years ago, they said, you have the best parents. I said, I do? And they said, yeah, because they're okay with just letting you fly. They're not stage parents. And I think that's the biggest gift my parents gave to me, is to kind of allow me to live my own life. They weren't living their dreams through me. So, yeah.
218, and then we will go to 124.
218, I'm always, okay.
Hi, Viola. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did playing Rose challenge you?
Everything about Rose challenged me. Rose just kind of seemingly just being sometimes at peace with being in the background was hard to play. Rose getting to a place of forgiveness was hard to play. I never hit it when that last scene when I did 114 performances on stage. I didn't understand the last speech when she said, you know, I gave up my life to make him bigger. I didn't get that. But what Rose has taught me is a lot of what my mom has taught me. That my mom has lived a really hard life, but she still has an abundance of love. And that's the thing, you know, that's the thing about life. You go through it and just terrible things happen to you, beautiful things happen to you, and then you try to just stand up every day, but that's not the point. The point is feeling all those things, but still connecting to people, still being able to love people. And that was the best thing about playing Rose, because I'm not there yet, even at 51. Sometimes I just kind of live in my anger.
We're going to 124 and then back to 4.
Okay.
He's right here.
Okay.
Hello. Hi.
Okay.
My name's Derek from Charter Spectrum. Big congrats on the win.
Thank you.
What would your TV alter ego, Annalise Keating from How to Get Away with Murder, might say about your Oscar win?
Oh, she would most definitely say, I deserve this. And then she would have some vodka. And in that, we are very similar.
We're going to go back to 4 and then up to 95.
Okay, wait.
Back here in the back room, in the very back.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you.
You betcha. Denai Morari from BET.
Hey.
I've heard about you. I've heard about August Wilson. I've heard about your parents. I've heard about the Everyman. I want to know what Viola Davis, not the black woman, not the woman, but Viola, what are you feeling right now? What is going through your head right now? What is your experience?
It's easier to ask the alter ego. I feel good. You know, it's not my style to just kind of wake up and go, oh, I'm an Oscar winner. Oh my gosh, let me go for a run. You know, I'm good with it. I'll have some mac and cheese and I'll go back to washing my daughter's hair tomorrow night. But this is the first time in my life that I've stepped back. And I'm going to try not to cry now. All of a sudden, be cheesy. And I can't believe my life. You know? I mean, my sister is here somewhere, and I grew up in poverty. You know, I grew up in apartments that were condemned and rat-infested. And I just always sort of wanted to be somebody. And I just wanted to be good at something. And so this is sort of like the miracle of God, of dreaming big and just hoping that it sticks and it lands, and it did. Who knew? So I'm overwhelmed. Yeah.
95.
Viola, how's it going? Stephen
Give me
Byrne.
one. 95 and then 276.
Stephen Byrne, RT2 2FM, Breakfast Republic. You said you wanted to be good at something. You're absolutely fantastic at it. You completely tore me apart with your performance, and
Thank you.
I absolutely loved the film. What I want to
Thank you.
know is, what moment was it during those performances on stage when you started back in 2010 that you and Denzel said, maybe we should make a film out of this, maybe we could do that?
There was no moments, one moment on the stage. It's the whole, every moment on the stage. The thing that I love about August Wilson is that he lets people of color speak. And a lot of times I'm offered narratives where people will say a whole lot of things are happening in the scene, but it's just not on the page. There's no words. There's no journey. There's no full realization of who we are. There's no boldness. There's no taking risks for being anything different. I love every moment of this film is about the beauty of just living and breathing and being human, and not didactic, not being a walking social message. They do that with us a lot as people of color. Audiences love us when we represent something. I just want to represent me, living, breathing, failing, getting up in the morning, dying, forgiveness. August was the inspiration, you know, and Denzel decided he was going to do the movie from the moment he was given the script. He just said, let me do the play first. So that's it.
Wait, sorry. We're going to 276, and then we have to wrap it up, so with 160.
Okay, can you wave?
Lapacazo Sandoval,
Okay, where are
right
you?
here in the front.
Oh, okay.
New York Amsterdam News and Essence.com.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited about your production company, so
Oh, thank
woo-woo.
you.
So tell me what you love about being a black woman.
Everything. I love my history. I love the fact that I can go back and look at so many different stories of women that have gone before me who seemingly should not have survived, and they did. And I love my skin. I love my voice. I love my history. Sometimes I don't love being the spokesperson all the time, but so be it. That's the way that go, right? But at 51, I'm sort of loving me. That's all. Is that it?
I'm not sure how we follow at that, but we're going to wrap it up with 160.
Yeah, I don't know how to follow that. Viola, congratulations. What makes a great story? It's Taylor Kay from Chum FM in Toronto.
What makes a great story? What makes a great story most definitely is fully realized characters. Great writing, definitely. Where a character is introduced to you from the very beginning and they go on a journey that's unexpected. And then they arrive someplace completely different from where they started. What makes a great story is the element of surprise. And what makes a great story absolutely is if it has a central event that helps people connect to a part of themselves. And in that, Fences had it all. Because that's what it's about, right? You want to connect when you go and, I mean, sometimes you want to eat the buttered popcorn and the Milk Duds and the Sour Patch Kids. I do that a lot too, and a Diet Coke. But more often you want to be shifted in some way in your thinking, in your feeling about who you are in the world, you know? that would be a great story. Yeah.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening. Over here, Mahershala.
Yeah.
Hi,
How you
Tanya
doing?
Hart. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tanya.
Wow. I guess we should have known that Moonlight was going to be the best picture when you walked away with the first Oscar of the evening. That was a good sign. You are the first Muslim actor to win an Oscar. This says a lot at this particular time in our history. Could you speak to that, please?
Well, regardless of one's theology or however you see life or relate to worshiping God, as an artist, my job is the same, and it's to tell the truth and try to connect with these characters and these people as honestly and as deeply as possible. And so one spiritual practice, I don't necessarily feel like it's relevant unless it gives you a way into having more empathy for these people that you have to advocate for. But I'm proud to own that, and I embrace that. You know, it's. But again, I'm just an artist who feels blessed to have had the opportunities that I have had, and tried to do the most with every opportunity that's come my way. Thank
We're
you.
going back to 218 and then 156.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. It's Jazz from Awards Daily. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And congratulations on becoming a father.
Thank you.
The materials are so personal to Terrell and Barry. How much pressure did you feel to get it right?
I think I always want to walk away from any project feeling like the writer, director was pleased with what I had to offer. Considering the personal nature of this project, I think that there was a heightened sense of there was a need that felt a little heightened to me to get it truthful, where they could walk away and feel like I really contributed to their film and didn't screw it up, considering that, you know, I was playing someone who had an extraordinary impact on Terrell's life, and I'm actually glad I didn't know till later more of the details of that of Blue or Juan's contribution to Terrell's life, but it added a layer of pressure.
Going to 156 and then 21.
Mr. Ali, congratulations. First of all, back here.
I'm sorry.
That's
Okay,
okay, right here.
thank you.
Congratulations on your win. Such
Thank
a
you.
phenomenal movie. I have a two-part question.
Okay.
First off, kind of what went through your head when you read the script to begin with, because it was such a beautiful film? And two, obviously have to ask you about the Best Picture and kind of what went through your head hearing La La Land and then hearing Moonlight after all.
Well, I sincerely say that when I read the script, look, I don't get to read everything because there's things that I'm just not remotely right for, you know? Ryan Gosling and I read different scripts. It's just what it is, right? But in terms of as far as the scripts that I've read in my 17 years of doing it professionally, Moonlight was the best thing that has ever come across my desk. And that character, for the time that he was on the page, really spoke to my heart, and I felt like I could hear him, I could sort of envision his presence, and I really had a real sense of who that person was, enough to start the journey. And I really wanted to be a part of that project, and I'm just so fortunate that Idris and David Oyelowo left me a job, you know. Very, very kind of them. So yeah, and then in the second part of your question, you know, Moonlight, La La Land has done so well, and it's resonated with so many people, especially in this time when people need a sense of buoyancy in their life and need some hope and light. So that film has really impacted people sort of in a very different way than Moonlight. And so when their name was read, I wasn't surprised and really happy for them. It's a group of some extraordinary people in front of the camera and behind the camera. So I was really happy for them. And then when I did see security or people coming out on stage and their moment was being disrupted in some way, I got really worried. And then when they said, you know, Moonlight was, Jordan Horwitz said, Moonlight, you guys have won, it just threw me a bit, because it threw me more than a bit, but, you know, I didn't want to go up there and take anything from somebody, you know, and it's very hard to feel joy in a moment like that, you know, but because somebody else just in front of them. So, but I feel very fortunate for all of us to have walked away with the Best Picture award. It's pretty remarkable.
We're going to 21 and then 173.
First, hi, Chris Kaltenbach from the Baltimore Sun.
All right.
Home to one of your other great...
House of Cards.
House of Cards.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
And as home base for House of Cards, I have to ask you, what do you think your former boss, Frank Underwood, would have to say about your win tonight and about the way the whole thing ended this evening?
Bah humbug. No, Kevin, he's been really supportive. I think it's a film that he really loved, and he's told me so. And House of Cards is the reason I'm here, you know. I've been working to that point 12 years, very steady employment for the most part, and then was finally able to be on something that really resonated with people in a way that, honestly, it was a real shift in the culture. House of Cards was the first binge watch show that was ever binge watched, and so to be a part of that, and that being something that feels really authentic for our culture and a real option in how we view and absorb and embrace content, that was that show. And so so that's the reason I've been able to put certain things together and even have this moment, because of the 4 years I spent on House of Cards. Thank you.
We're going to 173 and then down here to 276.
I'm here.
Hi.
Good night and congratulations.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
Anastasia Tuliash for Voice of America.
Oh.
You said Remy Denton in House of Cards, Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, and now Moonlight. You seem to have very eclectic taste when it comes to picking your roles. Are you working on a project that you could share with us? It will stay between you and us.
Well, there's a project called Alita Battle Angel that Robert Rodriguez is directing, and James Cameron. I did in Austin, and I'm really excited about that. I actually play 2 parts in that film, so that was a blast, and I literally wrapped that maybe 2 weeks ago. But then after that, I'm gonna start something in a couple of months, you know, and just honestly excited to read scripts and to have meetings and hopefully work with some more extraordinarily talented people like Barry Jenkins and Torrell Alvin McCraney and this wonderful cast and crew of Moonlight and Hidden Figures, you know. So just feel very, very blessed to have had this award season and this experience.
We're going to 276, and I've been told I have to wrap it, so we'll end with 234.
Lepakiso Sandoval, New York Amsterdam News.
Hi.
Hey, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome, especially being a father.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, this is a time capsule.
Yeah.
Which would you like to tell your new daughter right now in this world? Give that fatherly advice.
Just pray to be guided to your excellence. That's it.
And we'll wrap it up with 234.
Congratulations. This is Leah Cash from Celebrity Showcase.
Yeah.
And winning the Oscar, that's a journey that many actors want to be on. And it is a dream, dreaming big.
Yeah.
And when they reach that dream, you know, what's next?
Right.
So then, therefore, what is next for you? And also, who are some of your role models that you have idolized and you have patterned yourself after?
Okay. You don't play. You ask those heavy three-part questions. So as far as what's next, I think I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to just look for material that I'm inspired by and that I respond to, and just try to do my best work, you know, and keep it about the work, working with great directors and writers and other extraordinarily talented actors, because, you know, you want to be around people who are better than you and who can lift you up, where you have to raise your game, and I want to be inspired and just improve and do work that makes me uncomfortable, that scares me, because anytime you get into the unknown, you get into that fearful space. That's when you're in new territory and you have the greatest opportunity to grow and improve as a talent or as an actor, an artist, and as a human being. So, as I don't really, it's very difficult to separate them for me, you know? So that's how I would like to approach moving forward. And I think you asked me about who inspired me. Well, look, you know, we could talk about it till I'm some version of blue in the face, but the diversity topic, it's very real in that when I was growing up, I'm 43 years old, I was born in 1974, and there weren't a lot of people on TV, you know, and there weren't a lot of films. It was a big deal when Billy D. Williams was in Star Wars. Like, that was a big deal in my house and in my family, and it was somebody who was in the story that I could kind of attach to and say, oh, wow, we're present as well. But for me, that person has always been Denzel Washington, because one, he's just so damn talented, but then two, to see someone who comes from your tribe, so to speak, play at the level of all the other great ones and do it so well and be able to articulate his voice and his talent in a way that was on par with the very best. And he looks like you too, you know what I mean? In that, like, wow, there's somebody who could be an uncle of mine. Like, those are things that play in your mind as you move forward, you know. And also, what I love about Denzel is not that he's a great black actor; he's a great actor. And I've never looked at myself as a black actor. I'm an actor who happens to be African American, but I just want an opportunity to respond to material and bring whatever I bring to it in some unique fashion, and that's it. But basically, short story long, Denzel.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.